And here we are, we have made it. Video 5 of 5. Right, I know I kind of like, do you know what? I actually love it. I say it more than probably anything else. Doing the Special reviews, previews, early looks, whatever you want to say. Honestly, it's one of the best things I absolutely do. And I don't say it too much, but obviously massive shout out goes to Gary and the Special team for sending me all the stuff across and allowing me to do it. Anyway, welcome back to me, Danny, and welcome to, like I've said, the last video for the Spring Summer 24 footwear collection. And before you kind of go, footwear? Is there any other videos? No, I'm not doing the clothing. I don't have time more than anything else. I have like a normal job. I kind of squeeze this in and around. And I've got the stuff to do with it anyway, so I mean, it's inconsequential. But on to the last pair of shoes. We have got, for the Spring Summer 24 collection, the Moston Super SPZL. Now before I break these out, a little bit like the Wensleys, this is a shoe that I've had a lot of people asking me about. So here we go. Check these bad boys out. Moston Super SPZL. Now, I'm going to address the first thing straight away before I even looked at the shoes, before I knew about the concept, before I knew about anything to do with this pair of trainers. Calling it the Moston Super from the Boston Super and using Moston in Manchester as a reference, I just think is one of the best things I've ever seen. I just think it's genius. Obviously, like Gary said on the post, came from a pair of Arctic from Digger. So if you don't follow Digger, make sure you go give him a follow. He has got one of the most amazing collections. So I believe he said at the Manchester Special FC 2022. I should actually properly research this, shouldn't I? I read it and kind of like try and remember it. But Digger had some Arctics, right? And then they were used as a basis to create this shoe. Gary references things like the Japanese Berlin, also the Adidas Country, and you can see them all in this shoe. Absolutely, you can tell where they've kind of come from. So little details. First of all, the colour, like this sage green. It's got a beautiful suede. It's not it's not like a really plush, but it does like have a little rub to it. I really like the colour. I think it's just something a little bit different without being too wild. You've got the darker green Adidas stripes with the stitching on there as well, which I just think the contrast stitching, I think that little detail is just mega as well. The sole, now I do like the little story about the sole, that it was a country outsole that they've used, but obviously they've changed it on the rear, so then it doesn't have like the country bit that comes up the back. So they've had to almost remanufacture the sole or do something different, and I love that when they've gone to Adidas and tried to change some little bits. And then this is like a creamy colour, again with a dark sage on there. Nice little leather heel tab on there with the Special sign, and like I've already said, Moston Super, like this is the tongue label. Now what I do like on this, it does say Moston Super made for Special with the little trefoil on there, so not the usual. I'm not saying that, not the one we've seen on a lot of the other tongues this season. But I'll show you the other one. But before that, you do get another lace option. So I've actually flipped the laces in the other ones already. So you do get like the suede coloured lace on as an option as well. It probably more matches the tongue than the actual suede, to be honest. Again, I actually like the flipped lace. I like the option lace that comes with it. But the point I was showing you, this has got, the tongue is similar but it's got the Spezial logo saying made in Spezial. Again, Moston Super, which you know, I just love the Moston Super. And the heel tabs are reversed, so you've got a trefoil and you've got the Spezial logo, but they've got the different tongues. So the trefoil tongue has a Spezial tongue, and the trefoil tongue has a Spezial heel tab. I think I said that the right way around, but yeah, Moston Super SPZL. I've not actually tried these on. I quickly relaced the other shoe. So again, an 8. These are an 8. I'm pretty sure if we've got like a bit of a country in them, that's the sizing that we'll go with. These are a definite true to size. If anything, a little bit of room, so I probably wouldn't size up myself. I'd just go usual true to size on the Moston Super. Now the one thing I'm going to say on these is I can almost see why people might go, not too sure, just the colour wise. I think that's maybe what got me initially, not too sure on the colour. But these, I'm going to say it now, these are going to be a pair that in a few years to come you won't be able to find, like, because people get them and wear them, and then you think, oh, I wish I'd got a pair of those Moston Supers, and they'll be impossible to find like brand new in box because people get them and wear them. I think these are going to be a collectible. Just the colours, the stitching, it's almost, I can't think of a Spezial shoe like it, to be honest, in this kind of vein. And that's what, and I say it loads, that's what I love about Spezial. Yes, they bring back some things from the past, and they also create new shoes. So on to my final thoughts now. It's been really difficult this time because I had a clear, this is my top 3, and I've had the same top 3 since I saw like the leaked images, when I saw the pictures come through, and then as I've been doing the reviews, I have actually changed my mind a little bit. Now, for me, number 1, the Wensley. Absolutely love this. I said yesterday, it matches this kind of jumper I've got on, but I just think it's just a super shoe. It is actually, like, if I'm going to make like my own shoe, I just think this is kind of, if you don't know, I love the Hulton, right? The Hulton Spezial is one of my favourite shoes. Never mind about favourite Spezial shoes. So that kind of aesthetic is just what I like. So this kind of speaks to it. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very similar with the nylon and the suede. I just love these. Other ones that I think are very strong, the denim Spezial, the cream or chalk white, should I say. These absolute bangers. You don't want to get them mucky because they're going to be hard to clean and hard to keep clean. I love the Handball Pros. Again, I just like that it's a different silhouette again and slightly different aesthetic. And the colours on these just pop as well. Remind me, obviously the light blues like silver birch, right? And they're probably my favourite Spezial shoe of all time. And I just love the contrasting colours on theirs. But as I've done the Whitworth video and the Moston Super video, I've actually really changed my mind. Like, in hand, these are a lot better in hand, because I wasn't too sure about the colour, if I'm being brutally honest. But in hand, on foot, they look good as I just slid them on there. And the name just cracks me. I think the name Moston Super is just, it's so cheeky and funny. I would almost buy the shoe just for the name, right? I think it's brilliant. And the Whitworth is just a clean grey runner. I see always a lot of hate on Spezial, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of, I feel like people think, oh, I can say it to Danny because I'm not part of the adidas team. Like I say, I do the videos for fun, do you know what I mean? It's just, this is my passion. I love trainers, I love Spezial, like, just being able to do this, like I said at the start of the video, is a bit of a privilege. And at the start I thought, oh, what's this collection going to be like as a collection? And genuinely, I think it's a really, really strong and a really good start for the 10th year anniversary of Spezial. I make no bones about it. People can say you're biased. Well, I'm not, because I don't review stuff that I don't like or I don't buy myself. So it's really hard to kind of say, oh, these are rubbish, right? Because it's the stuff I like. So it's a bit mental. But I do try and keep it honest. Like I say, I wasn't bothered initially for the Moston Supers. Probably the Whitworth, I thought, is the one that wasn't for me. But again, in hand, trying it on, the grey colour to this and the suede is beautiful. I just think it's really good on foot. If I'm being honest, like the black gazelles, I guess, are the ones that aren't for me. I don't do black trainers, so there's kind of, I'm being honest about all this, right? It's not just made up and for clicks and likes and to make sure that they keep sending me stuff to review. I try and keep it as honest as possible for you guys. And then, like I say, you guys can make your mind up. Prices, I have no idea of prices, so I can't kind of say these are good value or kind of whatever. But I imagine they're going to be normal SPZL pricing, normal Adidas pricing. If you think that's expensive or not, then that's kind of, that's your choice, I guess. But yeah, I'm buzzing for this year, for the 10th year of SPZL. And I can't wait to see what else is going to come through the year. I know that there is, there's been mention of an exhibition in Darwin, obviously where Gary Aston's from. I will be going to that at some point. Keep your eyes on the socials. I'll try and do like a little day where I'm going and see if anyone wants to do like a meetup. I'll try and make it obviously a Saturday so people can go to that. Because again, as well as doing the videos and all that kind of stuff, I just like meeting people who have the same kind of tastes and they're into the same stuff, into the same music. It all goes hand in hand, do you know what I mean? A little bit of a just going off on a tangent there, but if you listen to the podcast, that's what we do. So yeah, let me know in the comments which ones are you going to pick up. I'm really struggling now. I still think the Wensley is probably my favourite. And then I did have, like I say, the Gazelle and then the handball. That would have probably been my 1, 2, 3. But now I'm really questioning because this is really good in hand. And the Whitworth again, better in hand. Can't say it enough. Go to your stockists. If you're going on the 3rd of April, by the way, the day before the drop, if you're going to Carnaby Street, if you're lucky that you got invited to the opening thing, I think you had to go through Confirmed or the Adidas app to try and get into the pre-event. I'll see you down there. I'm going to be down there. Might even take a camera, might even do some kind of content down there as well. You might see me in a pair of these, probably these ones. But yeah, that's it. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in for the last 5 days, and for those people that do tune in all the time and get in touch, you know, I really appreciate it. It's really humbling as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah blah. See you soon, Alex. Bye.